Good morning, guys. Hope you're having a good morning or day, depending on where you're at. Have a look. I'm not sure whether this is a good time for you, but I mean, this is actually a good time for me. Um, it's sort of starting the day. It's like 7:50 a.m. So hopefully, it's a good time for you. But you can always catch the replay. So in this today's live stream, we're going to talk about how to spot these meme coins because these meme coins are popping up, and you can obviously try to get into the next winner. There's tons of really good meme coins out at the moment, which is good to see because most of them rug. But I want to get into that in a second. Um, Before we start, uh, we might have a look at the quick chart, but we might just quickly have a chat about Buddy Token. This is our community token. So we're still in fair launch, and we've just finished our second competition for our social campaign, right, to help spread Buddy. You can also win some Solana. Now we finished that one. We're going to start a third one, and you guys can participate in that. And so all you need to do is just join our Twitter and our Telegram. Just go to the link below, and you'll click to this page, and then just join the competition. Which I have to post a new one. This is an old one, but I'll post a new one sometime today. You can have a look. Join our Telegram and our Twitter, and then you'll be able to help us push forward Buddy and also get it in the ground floor on our community token. So the Bitcoin 61K. Yeah, good time to be accumulating. That's what we do. Bitcoin, we buy it long term, okay, and we hold. Now all the other stuff is just stuff in between that you can get more Bitcoin. As we look at the chart, BNB is nearly 600, Solana's 145. Ton's moving up. I think Ton's going to be a really big one. It's going to be a good buy long term because they're really expanding their meme coin. They're really going hard in their meme coin space. So I did post a recent share tab in my what do you call it? Um, what do you call it? YouTube, and this is because of the oh geez, I'm trying to think. The When I did a post here, right? They did recently. They did like not coin was the first one, which was kind of like the one on Telegram, right? And that's brilliant. But the another really big one was this one here. This one I've been sharing. It's Hamster Combat. It's 4 million users with this one, and then it's tap and earn. So the biggest thing with this ecosystem with Ton Telegram, okay, it's a unique, it's totally different, it's very viral, and you're going to see an explosion with meme coins on Ton, okay. So you need to watch this space. They also have an inbuilt wallet, and with Notcoin you can stake Ton and get a free Notcoin. But watch this one here. This next one will be this one, this hamster, because there's 4 million users. So yeah, watch Ton. It's going to be massive with meme coins. So yeah, it's going to be, but it's totally different, right? Like I said, totally different to these layer ones and layer twos on what you see with base and Solana. This is a different beast. All right, so yeah, accumulate and let's wait till BTC pushes to 70K, 80K. You're going to see all these meme coins absolutely moon. So let's just talk about the how to get into these meme coins. All right, so most of these meme coins are rugs. Okay, so all these, if you go to deck screener, most of these meme coins are just rugs. They're all going to go to zero most of the time. Um, there's like a cartel of these people. Like, there's tons of these meme coins launching. There's a cartel of them. Even the ones that you see do really well, they rug. They get to like 100,000, 200,000 in liquidity, and then they rug. Why is that so? Is because that's what their intention in the beginning. So how you spot them is obviously I've got my list here of meme coins that I know that could potentially do well. Ones I like are Bowden, Gummy, Tuka, Wen, with DC Cat, even Michi. This one sees come out of nowhere. This keeps on going up and up. Um, so yeah, you can never tell this Michi one, and you go and have a look at that website. It's crazy. Hunter Bowden, that one's up. Nico, I did sell my Nico, but yeah, this one, it was a community project as well. Um, Not a lot happening on Nico at the moment. Maybe they've got a revamp on their website. But so these are like ones that we know like legit. Even Trump MAGA. This is the one that I talked about yesterday with the narrative on Trump. Look at it now; it's $7.45, and it was $4 just like literally 2 days ago, or 3 days ago. But then Trump talked about meme coins. So talked about crypto, how it's crypto friendly. So now this thing's gonna moon, but this is gonna moon even more. It's 47 million market cap, so that's 47 million coins. So yeah, I think this one's going to do really well in the election. This $7 is still cheap in my opinion. It could, it's 47 million supply, so it's going to be big. MAGA's going to be big. So this is like a play. You're not going to make 100x on it, but you're going to make really good gains. Look at this, up 24% today. That's crazy. But if you look at the market cap, it's only 335,000 million. This will go into the billions, and there's no question. And look at the supply: 46 current circulating supply is 46 million. Total supply is 46 million, and then maximum supply is 47 million, like 47 for Trump's election year. So there's no what do you call it? What's the word? There's no dilution. Literally all the supplies out except for 500,000 tokens. There's no. It's not like the team holds 10%. The VCs are going to get 10%. Marketing's 10%. It's all out. The whole supply is out. That's it. What you see is what you get. There's no dilution. So I reckon this is going to absolutely tear. This is going to tear. Where can it go? I mean, well, you can just look at the numbers now, like $7, right? And then look at the market cap. It's 355. So if it does a 10x, go to $70. Could do a 10x from now, especially when Trump comes and the election year is coming. Like it's coming November. This could easily do a 10x. That's kind of like, yeah. So it's the bigger this thing gets, the more safer it gets, and the more stable it gets, and just more people will just come filing into it. Look at it; it's not even on Binance yet. Holy crap! So yeah, this one's like a play that you want to look. Don't get greedy. Just this can do easy a solid 10x. It might take till the election year, so we're 6 months away. But that's when you want to be buying them. You want to be buying when they're when like you're 6 months out, right? This is a perfect play, in my opinion, because it's an election narrative, right? And then I talked about this with Bowden. There's another one, right? Not as big, but it's Biden, but it's getting bigger. It's solid, all right. And then this one is more speculative. I got into this one a couple of days ago. This is more speculative, right? There's only 2 million market cap. Imagine if this went to like a billion. It's like a 50x, 100x from now. I mean, that's great. Imagine if it went to $1. Look at the price. It's 0.002. If it went to $1, holy crap, that's crazy. So again, another one that's like the narrative. I saw a couple of Trump ones rug recently. So now what scammers are doing now is they're launching Trump narrative coins and they're rugging. So you have to be careful. Times 100, 500. Yeah, 400x. If this goes to $1, this could do a 400x. That's crazy. Oh man, anything can happen in crypto, guys. So if you go to Dex Screener, how do you find them? Well, you just have to go to Dex Screener. You literally get into a coin that's only like one. Sorry, to get into a coin that's really really early. In my opinion, you better off staying away. In my opinion, the best way to get these to find these ones that like I'm assuming you know nothing about this, right? If you have any questions, leave a comment by the way, and I will. Dave D says meme coins on Kronos blockchain seem to be doing well right now. I got Crow with knife. Okay, cool. Yeah, I've kind of gone off Kronos ever since the old they had issues. But anyway, you know, these chains will they can start to explode. You know, so Kronos, I'll have a look at that later. So thanks for that, Dave. But yeah, Dave, check out Ton. I think is the place. Ton is going to be the place. Why? Because I just showed you before with because of this. You know, not coin. Now I was going to go on Binance, and now because of this hamster one, right? Telegram, that's what Ton is. Telegram has got something unique that none of their other blockchains have, and they have the app, and this has got 4 million users already, literally within like a month. So watch meme coins, man. Meme coins and Ton are going to be the biggest, in my opinion. But let's get back to focus on Solana because these are all Solana ones, right? How you find them is this: you go to like, in my opinion, don't even bother about the ones that do like. Just look at the ones that are like 24 hours old or 6 hours old because the majority of these rug within the first 5 minutes, the first hour, and literally, and even the first day. Sometimes they slow rug. They build up liquidity to like because I saw those Trump ones rug, and they went up to like 100 or 200 million liquidity, and people are like, oh, okay, so this is stable, and then they rugged. And I'll show you how they do it. So sometimes it's best to wait after the first day because all the stuff all the shit is just gonna take itself out. The trash is gonna take itself out. So you don't even want to bother with that, right? You're still gonna get in early. Like getting into a coin that's like 1 or 2 million is still early. So I would click 24 hours, right? Because this is like the best advice I can give you, because I bought like 400 meme coins. I bought them all early, right? I listened to those people on YouTube. Oh, buy them early, snipe them, get in early. Guess what? Guess out of those 400 meme coins that I bought, guess how many did well? None, right? None of them did well. That's and most of them rugged, and most of them I lost money on. Now I was only putting a small amount in to test it, but 400 coins, it's ridiculous. So um, on Solana, there's probably 5,000 coins launching a day, maybe my guesstimation. Um, so maybe even more. So that's why you wait till the second day, right? And just wait till the liquidity builds, volume builds, and the holders build. All right. So that's the key to it. Then after that, then go back in and then see which ones. All right. So here is like the 24 hours list. You come up here, go into 24 hours. I'm in Solana. Okay. So click down the bottom here, says Solana. Then I've gone to the 24 hours. All right. Don't even bother with new pairs. You are opening yourself to lose money. Then okay, so now we've got the list here. Let's go and have a look at Jailcat. I don't know. I have no clue what it is, but we're gonna have a look at it. Jailcat cuff. Okay, that's catchy. All right. So now look at the chart. Have a look at the chart. Go to like 1 minute. Okay. So look at the chart. See how it's got red, blue, red, green, red, green, red, green. Right. That tells you that it's actually a real chart. It's not just all green. But see how I'm going to zoom out to 15 minutes. Actually, I'm going to zoom out to 1 hour. See this chart here? See, it's all green and then it's all red. Now, obviously, I've zoomed out. If this is like a 1 minute chart, meaning there's no buys, there's no reds, there's no sell orders, it's a rug. All right. But fortunately, if we go in the 1 minute, you can see all the buy and sells, right? So we know this is legit trading. Then what we do is we have a look at the liquidity. The liquidity is locked, so that's good. Doesn't mean it can still rug, but it doesn't mean the liquidity is locked. Then we look at the market cap. It's 4.2 million. Still very early. It's done at 8,000% in 24 hours. Obviously, it's going to do those numbers because people that got in early. But then again, there was no guarantee that this would do well. unless you caught it really, really early and you knew the developers, right? Still, 4.2 million is tiny, still tiny, right? So don't get caught up in this whole I got to get in early. No, what you want to do is you want to get in something that's early-ish, but it's not going to rug. Because if you keep on constantly think that you're going to get in early in something, you're going to get in all these rugs and you're going to lose money. So 4.1 million is still early. Now, 6 hours has done 20%, 1 hour, 36%, and 5 minutes, 10%. So it's going up and down, up and down. The next thing you look at is this, right? See this Twitter, and on the left, right hand side, see it's got Twitter and Telegram. You need to pay $300 to get this listing. So they've spent the money, right? So then you go and have a look at this Twitter and the socials, which we'll go in a second. Now the second one is, see how it's got this cat. So the cats probably haven't done the website yet. Maybe they haven't. So what you want to do is you want to check out the Telegram, and you want to open the web. You want to check out the Telegram, and then you want to check out the X or Twitter. They still call it Twitter. So have a look at the 2,000 followers. It's got this cat, and he's like in prison, cuff. So yeah, kind of cat memes are really popular. Okay, cat memes are really popular now. So yeah, kind of catchy, cuff. And then if we go and look at the Telegram, you have to tap to verify, launch. Yeah, okay, blah blah blah. You can't see this, but I mean, I'm doing it as we speak. Verify, and then have a look at their Telegram. They got 1,324. That's pretty good, you know. And then it's got the buy order. So when you see the Telegram, right, and you got a lot of engagement, not just all these things popping up and all that, these buy orders, but engagement. This is a good thing. And also, if you see like they've got like a live, people doing a live, like a live, what do you call it, podcast or something, a voice chat live in the actual Telegram. That's also a good thing because you can gauge to see whether how real these guys are. So that's, yeah, I don't know. It's promising, but it's just pretty early. But at least, yeah. Then okay, go back to here, and then what you do want to do is you want to have a look at. See down here, it's got transactions, top traders, holders. Then you want to click on holders. This is important, right? To get the contract, this is important because this pulls from Solana, Solana scan, but you want to kind of do a verification itself. So to get the contract, see how it's just under the name. It's got on the right hand side. It's got Jalbert, Cat, and then it's got Cuff. So you want to click on this Cuff. This gives you the contract, and then just go to Soul Scan, and then Soul Scan will give you the contract. So the supply is sorry, I got to check it. This is the supply is 756 million, which is not quite a billion, 3/4 of a billion. And then you want to go see how it's got holders. Click on this holders. So that's the liquidity pool there, which is 3%. So this actually looks good. 1%, 1%, 1%. So this, I don't know whose this wallet is, but it's holding 1.8%, 15 million, 12 million, 10 million, 10 million. These are pretty round numbers. So maybe these are, you'd have to find out. You could ask them through the Telegram. And then this one, 8 million. So if we go back here, you want to see how there's only 310 million in liquidity, 310,000 in liquidity. And then you go back here and then have a look at the top wallet. Let's just say the top wallet here is this one here, number 7, right? Because these ones could be community or target wallets. But we'll see anyway. So let's just take this one. It's not far off, 1.27%. It's got like 9 million, right? I'm just looking at this, 9 million. And then you want to go back. And then you want to go like 9 million. I'm doing this on a calculator. I'm not sure if you can see it. And then you can go, it may not show up because it's overlaying the actual screen share software. But anyway, I'll do it in the background, times 0. You multiply it by the price, 548, 54, 54, no, 5. Well, anyway, it's changed. 5667 51,000. Okay, so basically what I'm trying to figure out is I'm having a look at all these top wallets here, and I'm trying to figure out like who can dump it. There's a lot of people here that can dump it, but it's relatively safe because the like what you don't want to see is people like 4 or 5% of the supply, right? And then you take the actual top holders that have 4 or 5%, even 10%. You take their coins and you multiply by the price, and then you quickly realize that the coins they hold, there's not enough liquidity. In other words, they can quickly just dump and rug it, even though the liquidity is locked. All that means is that the person that created the liquidity pool, which is this one here, probably the owner, which is burnt as well, it just means that they cannot withdraw it. That's all the burn means, right? They burn. They cannot withdraw it. Once they input the soul and the cuff 50-50, they cannot withdraw it. That's all the burn means. But it still means that they can still take the liquidity out very easily by if they have the tokens. If they have the tokens, they can just swap it and they can dump it. That's how they can dump these coins with having the liquidity locked. That's how they do it. So this one's not too bad because probably the biggest wallet can only dump 50%. But then again, if you go back here, Soul Scan. If you go back here, these wallets here, these top wallets, they could be owned by the same person, right? So the top wallet owns 1%, 1%, 1%, 1%. That could be just one person. So you just don't know, right? You just don't know. But anyway, so this is what you do, and then also probably the last thing you do is obviously you want to check out all their socials, and then you want to go to rugcheck.xyz and then check the contract. So the contract says it's good. It says they can't mint any more low LP providers. But liquidity, yeah. So this is what you want to see, right? So that looks good, but then again, it just depends on the holders, right? They could still dump. So yeah, what you do is then what I'll do. Oh, share this tab. What I'll do now is just add this to my watch list, so that I can monitor it, and it's only 4 million market cap. So it's kind of catchy. It's got cats, right? And go back to here. Then now you just do it. You just do it to all these, right? Again, there's hundreds of these, thousands of these launching a day. So how would you do it? Well, that's right, exactly. You need to spend a lot of time. If you don't want to get rugged, or you want to like cut down the chances of getting rugged, losing all your money, well, you got to just put the work in. So yeah, it's just picking which one you think kind of like it looks good, like no hat. This one here I heard looks good. Yeah, no hat, which is like dog with hat, but it's got no hat. So if we look at no hat, oh hang on, let me get rid of. I might have to get rid of that one. Let me just close down all the other stuff. So this, why does it show that? Hang on. Yeah. So no hat is with dog with hat, but this one's no hat, right? So this one's got 745,000 liquidity, which has got a lot of liquidity, and it's got 22 million market cap. So it's 22 million still tiny. Like it could still do a 5x and go to 100 million market cap. 5x still pretty damn good. You know what I mean? You put in $1,000, you're getting 5,000 back. That's still pretty good. That's a pretty good day's earn, right? And that could pop off in a day. You just don't know with these meme coins, right? So we have a look at the chart here. Try to zoom out. I always like to try to zoom out. See, so it's kind of it's already started to move, but it's pulled back quite a bit. So maybe it's ready for its next pump. You know what I mean? So if you get in here, usually I try to buy these on the dip, and then throw in like $100 at 1 sol, 2 sol, or whatever here, and then if it pumps, I'll probably just take my money out. But it just depends on the coin. If it's again, now what I'll do is, right, now that I've looked at this, I'll do the same procedure. Go to the website, check out their website, take off the hat. It's a very simple website. Like then again, you know, you look at Mitchie. Mitchie's website was really plain Jane, and that's doing like stupid numbers. This one is like so like 12-year-old or 8-year-old, but look at it, it's like a Windows kind of thing. It's really dodgy, in my opinion. But this is the thing, meme coins. There's no script. You know what I'm saying? There's no script. It's something can look really dodgy as F, but it can moon. See, so don't judge the website. And then you go on the Twitter, and then you go on the Telegram. So Telegram's probably the biggest one, in my opinion, to see whether it's like a decent coin. Because Telegram tells you a lot. You can go into Telegram. You can tell. You can tell a lot from just the Telegram. How they're talking, how many subscribers, how kind of like what they're doing. Okay, I have to verify. So I always like to get into Telegram because then I can have a squiz to see what the hell's going on, right? So they got 5,000 members in the Telegram because you have to do the verification first. So they got 5,000 members, which is quite a lot. Sometimes they're inflated and they get like fake ones, but yeah, this one's pretty basic, man. They're like, oh, dog with a cat, and then they're like, okay, let's just do one without. Oh, dog with a hat. Let's just do one without a hat. Like, not much thinking into that, way. Not much thinking went into that. But look at the volumes. It's doing big numbers. I mean, how old is this? Okay, so this thing's 3 days old. It's 3 days old, and it's doing really well, in my opinion. Like, look at it. Yeah. I like it when I see this. This is over a 3-day period. So, yeah, it's doing well, actually, to be honest. Right now, it's done a 9,523%, which is about nearly 100x on the starting price. But then again, it's down, so it would have done 100x easy if you got into it. Yeah, 130x, 130x if you got in and you sold up here. That's pretty damn good. But that's getting in right really early. So maybe this one has got potential because the liquidity is growing. Let's go and have a look at the holders. 8,000 holders. That's not. Then again, it's not. It's going to be small because the market cap is still pretty small. So what we're trying to do is we don't want to get into them really early, because if you want to get into them really early, there's a 99% of them chance they're going to rug and you're going to lose your money. What you want to do is you want to wait just a little bit, maybe even 6 hours. All right, depends on how much research you want to do. But I like to wait about a day. This thing's 3 days. See, so look at the chart on this. This one didn't really pop off for the first day. See, it started to move up slowly. But on the second day, see, you could have still got into this on the second day, because the first day is like, whether it's going to rug or not and whether people are going to buy into it. Then on the second day, then it started to move up. See, so you could have got into this on the second day. We saw it on the third day. So it doesn't mean that we're a day late, but it would have been better to get yesterday, right? But since that, it's grown quite a bit, and a lot of transactions, a lot of buys. It's up 50% in 24 hours. 20 million market cap, still tiny. That's still pretty early. Like I said, it can go to 5x, go to 100 million, and 5x your money. That's still pretty damn good. But I mean, look at the 1 minute chart here now. It's going like down, but if you look at 5 minute, see, so this is probably, in my opinion, this could be a good entry right now. Wait for it to could dump a little bit more, but this is actually a good entry because see it's on the decline. So what we're hoping is that this is actually going to be. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get it on the way up, but we're trying to get it like when it dips. So when it dips, it'll go back up. It should go back up. There's enough volume here, there's enough market cap, and there's enough holders that this is not going to completely dump, in my opinion. It should pull back up. So what you want to do is once it goes back up, you want to catch it. But then again, it's speculative, right? You don't know. and trying to do technical analysis on this, I mean, forget that. Technical analysis on meme coins is stupid in my opinion. But what is important is the narrative. Now you can check the volumes as well. You know, check all the volumes. If the volume's high, like see, there's a lot of buys, a lot of transactions. So look at the transactions, 69,000. That's a lot. This is 24 hours, I believe. Let's look at the. Okay, so this one, 5 minutes, only 10, not so much. Still 1,000, 2,000 transactions every hour. That's still pretty high. And then 24 hours, 69,000 transactions. Obviously, in the beginning of a coin, there's going to be heaps of transactions. But what you want to do is what you want to see is a lot of constant buying and selling, because then people are they're buying it. So maybe it's a good entry. So what I'll do is this one here. I'll add this on our watch list, and maybe look at it. If it dips more, I might put a small amount of money into it. We'll see. Also, if you scroll down here, you can see like the advertising. This can be good and bad because scammers can advertise, but then also the good thing about it is that if legit coins spend money, they're going to spend money to advertising, which is a good thing because then they're willing to spend money, right? So then it's going to get new users. So I want to click on this ad here, and it's called Thug Cat. Again, cat narrative, right? Pretty promising. So I took a big dump here. Okay, so this one's here. It mooned, and then it basically went to not zero, but there's a lot of people that dumped on this, and then it's done nothing. Right? But then again, see, you just don't know. Sometimes putting in a small amount of money in these, and then they actually moon. You just don't know. I mean, you look at, I mean, I'm not in Crody at the moment, but if you look at Crody, this is what happened to Crody. If you go and have a look at like the day chart, see here in the beginning, it pumped in the beginning, right? This is it here. It pumped and then it dumped and didn't do anything. It didn't do anything for 3 months. So January to May. For 3 months, it just did like this. See? Long line. Nothing. Then, May, this 3rd, it just mooned. Now it's dumped. I wouldn't get into Crody because I know who's behind it. Well, not behind it, but I know who the top holders are. And it's not good. So if you look at the holders, see 2%, 3%. I don't know. I would personally wouldn't get into it. It's dumped heaps. But yeah. So this is how you do it. This is how I look at it. I just go through these, and basically just look at it. Look at each one, and it's labor. It's what's the word? We're trying to think of the word. You know what I mean, right? It's just monotonous. Yeah, it's monotonous. Okay, going to each one, trying to find out which one's the best one. But I like to wait a day because then all the shit will be taken out on the first day. All the trash will take itself out. You're going to eliminate like most of the rugs, most of them, not all of them, but you will. So you're going to save yourself a ton of money, and then you're still getting in. When something's like 1 or 2 million, or even 3 million, it's still early. Because what you want to do is you want to look at the potential, right? So this Trump Gen. See this one here, I don't know. It looks Trump Gen. Remember, there was a couple of ones recently that rugged. 22 liquidity, in my opinion, is too low. It's too low. Look at it. See, it's pumped and then it went up and then dumped, and now it's like 22 liquidity is too low. See, it's. I think this one's just a pump and dump. But you never know, guys. You just don't know. This not coin looks good, actually. Not hat, I mean. I might get into this one. Simply because of where it's at. It's only after the 3rd day. It's got tons of liquidity. Market cap's still pretty small. It can still do a 5x, which is pretty good. Holders is building. Actually, more liquidity holders. There's 10 liquidity holders. And we go and have a look at the holders. 1% maximum, 2% on the holders, 2% maximum, 2% there. So the way you do this is then do further investigation and then go into Telegram, and then see that. Let's just go and have a look at rug check, and then just see what it's like, what rug checks tells us. It says it's good, right? So yeah, it looks good actually. This one's actually, in my opinion, has potential. So like I said, I've added this to the watch list. If this dumps a little bit more, maybe I'm gonna put in like one sol or something just to test the waters. But yeah, I'm kind of like, maybe this is not such a long-term play. Maybe it's just a 5x get out. You know, still, you know, one sol to 5 sol is still a good day. Could do it in a day. Could do it in a week. But that's kind of like, you want to play. You know, put in 1,000. You pull out 5,000. Right, it's still pretty good. Do that in a week. That's a 4,000 profit. Beats a day job. You know what I mean? So what we're doing is we're trying to find legit. What we're trying to do is we're trying to find legit meme coins. We don't want to get in too early. We just want to get into the right ones. All right, there's a big difference, and usually that's after the first day. We want to get into the right ones that won't rug. So that's what Warren Buffett says. Number one rule for making money is don't lose your money. But you know, people don't understand that in crypto. They just ape and degen into everything. They lose a whole ton of money through the whole process to find that magic 1,000x, 10,000x. But they don't do the research. They just ape into everything. So by doing the research and spending a little bit of time, maybe 5 minutes on each coin, I just showed you the procedure. Add it to the watch list, watch it, and then keep on watching the liquidity build, keep on watching the volume build, and keep on watching the holders build, right? Then, so we're just kind of like looking at the meme coins, and then adding them to the, like, you know, canceling out the ones we don't like, and then putting them onto the watch list. And then the watch list will be the one that then you further investigate, and then keep on watching and looking. Maybe go into Telegram and check their Twitter, see how the engagement is and all that, right? And then from based off that, then you can then decide whether you want to put X amount in, a lot or a small amount. That's how I do it. That's basically how I do it. Okay, let's just go to some questions. Okay, live new pairs, super degen. I'll try it and lost nearly. Update social seems to be less risky. Yeah, I wouldn't even bother with new pairs, because 99% of these rug. So why would you want to get into the new pairs? Makes no sense. Unless you've got a ton of money and you're willing to gamble and lose 99% of the time to find that one. Yeah, okay. But if you just wait, like I said, the first day, no, you're not going to get in at ground floor, but you're still going to get in pretty damn early, right? In my opinion, it's crazy getting into the new pairs. That's just my opinion. Also, he says, how do you check for bad functions in a contract? I'm still learning a lot. Well, most of these contracts, just go to rug check. All right, just go to rug check. If this comes up good, then you know it's a good sign. What you want to do is you want to focus on. Let's go back to cuff. You want to focus on this liquidity lock. I'm not saying can't rug, but if they have more tokens, if one holder has like 20% of the supply, yeah, they can dump. It's going to rug. But that's why you check the holders and check how much percentage they've got. But if this got this liquidity lock, generally speaking, it's safe, in the sense that see total liquidity locked and burned. So once they burn and lock the liquidity, then they can't touch the contract. All right, so they can't touch the liquidity, and usually the mint functions also in that process. So they can't create more mint. They can't mint authority 0 here, so 0 authority. So maybe that means that they can't create more. Okay. This LP says 95%. It means that the majority of the LP, the added, like the owner, is locked. Other people can come in and still add liquidity, but it's not locked. So they're just like contributing to the network, right? Contributing to the liquidity pool for that coin. That's all that means. But yeah, I think you can still get into these relatively early. Like I think that this one here, this not this one, not Jailbird, no Jailcat. I mean, I don't know if you. I think this is more speculative, the Jailcat one, but I think that this not no hat one, this one here, is got potential. Just looking at the chart is pretty solid. Like it's gone up. It's gradually gone up and still picking up. So 22 million market cap still too small in my opinion. Like this could go to like 200 or 300 million market cap. All right, it's down 22 million. So just do the figures. 10x, 15x, 20x from now. I mean, how many x do you want? Put in $1,000, you pull out 10 grand, or you pull out 20 grand. I mean, try to do that anywhere else in traditional markets. You cannot do it. Doing a day job, you don't have any leverage, right? This is like leveraging the money that you have, if it's either smaller or big or whatever, and then basically doing the research and then taking a calculated risk, because this is gambling, right? Taking a calculated risk though. So by looking at these coins and analyzing them, just doing exactly what I did, take 5 minutes to do all the stuff that I just talked about. Liquidity, check the holders, check the amount of percentage of the tokens, make sure it's locked, having a look at the chart, make sure there's tons of volume coming in, seeing that it's on the uptrend, as here, it's on the uptrend, see? Market cap's still small, website's pretty basic. The Telegram's got like 2,000 people, I think, 3,000 people, so that's solid. And I haven't checked their Twitter yet. So now that I've added to my watch list, I would add this to my watch list, which I have. Then I'll keep monitoring it. That's the process. And then maybe if this pulls back down a bit more to like maybe one in the ones, even now it's getting, see, it's down. So now is actually a good time. So don't buy the top. Try not to buy the top. Just buy the dip on the way up. That's how you do it. All right. So once it starts trending up, I then get into it. That's kind of like what I try to do. I don't buy the dip, as in try to pick the bottom. I try to wait till it's hit the bottom and then it's on the way up, and then I buy in, if that makes sense. That's what I try to. Anyway, that's what I try to do. It doesn't always work out. Anyway, so hopefully that's give you some tips, solid tips there to make sure that you're not just aping into every degen play and losing a lot of money in the process, because been there, done that. So it just comes down to just a little bit of due diligence in the beginning, and that'll save you a whole lot of heartache in the future, in my opinion. Not financial advice. I'm just trying to give you some solid action taking strategies and techniques to weed your way through this whole freaking maze of meme coins. However, it is very extremely profitable, right? So I'll tell you what, I'll probably go into this dog with no hat. I like it. On ones I'm still holding Donald Cat. I'm still holding this one. Because the narrative, okay, Donald Trump. So I'll probably hold this. I didn't put much into this, like one soul. So I'll probably hold this, keep on monitoring it, obviously, and then I'll wait till the elections. But if it dumps, then I'll, it dumped a bit, but now it's come back up. So it's I have to just monitor these. So I'm not in Joe Biden, but this one's also another one that's already built. Like it's already 200. It's not that large. 200 million market cap. But this one I think is going to do really well in the elections. I'm not in this one at the moment. Mega. I was in Mega. Fuck, I sold it. I'm going to go back into this one. No question. Why? Because this is a long-term play. Liquidity 6.7 million. It's been around for several, like I think 6 months. Been around. It's got a pretty large market cap now. Actually, the buyers is not actually we got 24-hour buyers, but this is the narrative of MAGA, right? It's one of the biggest Trump meme coins, if not the biggest Trump meme coin in the crypto space. So I wouldn't buy it now. I would wait for it to dip under $6 maybe. But look at the coin supply. All the coin supply is basically out. There's no dilution, meaning whatever's out's out. Right? There's no VC. No VC's not getting nothing. And private investors they're not getting nothing. So it's just like this is it. I'll wait for the dip on this, but you're buying this 6 months out. So this is the beauty about this. You're buying this 6 months out. When the elections come, I guarantee you this, it's going to pump like freaking crazy. Could get up to $100. Tucker's another one I like. I'm in that still. Because of it's a again, Tucker's like a political one. It's like a South Park comic skits. I've talked about Tucker in the past. Takes a piss out of the SEC and Gary Gensler and Banks. So they continue to release videos like literally like every day. There's a whole team making these videos. Go and have a look at their website and go and have a look at their YouTube. So they're constantly, that's their marketing angle. This is down at the moment, but just you have to look at the mechanics, like how they're bringing in new users. They're bringing new users socially, virally through their videos, which they continually and constantly create. So think about this one. Think about this in the next 1 year. How many viral videos will they make in 1 year's time? Shitloads. Right? Have a look at their videos. They're funny as hell. Right? You can go and have a look at it with us.
Thanks, Tucker, for having me on your show.
Tell us, Michael, just how bullish are you on Bitcoin?
I have sold any tangible asset. I have to YOLO twop Bitcoin at these levels. These prices are a fucking godsend. Even you broke-ass poor fiat slaves can still afford this.
Oops, YouTube's not gonna monetize me now. But they're funny as shit, right? And they constantly bring out these videos. So you got to think of it long term, right? They're constantly bringing these videos out on YouTube. Okay, the price is down now, but you got to think of it from a bird's eye view, like a 5,000, 10,000 foot looking down. They're constantly bringing out these videos. They're constantly getting more eyeballs, which is then going to push it towards the project. You have to give these things time because it's like a legit project. Actually, what do you call it? Crypto Banter's like partnership with this guy here, and then they have a team making these videos. They're funny as shit, right? And they're South Parkish kind of things, right? I like this one because I know that this is what feeds it. You need something to feed it. Marketing is what you need to look for in these coins. They have to have a big marketing play. This is obviously when comes later once you add your watch list, right? Then you go into the Telegram and Twitter and ask them what's your marketing angle. And if they have a well structured marketing plan or something, this is going to bring you viewers. But what Tucker does, it has already this built into the what they're doing. They release these videos like every 2 or 3 days. That brings more eyeballs, and this takes time to build. It's like a snowball, right? It takes time to build, but once people get into watch these and they laugh their ass off, then they go and check out more stuff. But it's constantly bringing more eyeballs to the project, right? Look at it. It's got 24,000 followers. It's nothing. And their YouTube's only pretty small too, I think. But see, there's another video here. Let's have a look at this one.
Me time. A chance to recharge my batteries and reflect on what's really important in life. I think it's vital that we each treat ourselves as we would treat someone we were taking care of. Allow that to sink in. And as it does, let's take a look back at yet another week here on Tucker.
So again, some of this stuff gets, some of the language that some of the language and concepts are just confusing. I mean, the government definitely prints money. Is that what they do?
I think so. So yeah, they also have these videos that do like a weekly roundup video as well. So which is good because then they can do all the videos. They might make 2 or 3 videos, but then they put them all together in one video. like a overview video, which is good, right? So that's the way you got to you got to think of long term, right? Think, like I said, how many in 12 months time they would have produced maybe another 150 videos. Think about the eyeballs that's getting thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of views, and then it's spreading the awareness of the token. Thousands of more holders will come into this. That's just, you've got to think of it that way, right? Look, there's 42,000 holders. I'll share the tab. Right? Think about it in a year's time. How much more viral videos will plug? This is going to double 80,000, 100,000. That's the way I look at it. And this price is cheap at the moment. See, so you can't look at the chart and go, oh, it's down, I'm not buying it, I'm going to dump it. You can't think of it that way, because if you think of it that way, you're going to lose every time. You've got to think of it. That's why you do your research, more research into it, on the project and who's running it and what they're doing it, right? That's the difference. So I'm still holding Tucker. But Hunter Biden's another one. This one's pretty speculative though. But there's two big influences behind this. So that's why I went into this, and it's really early. Really early. It's like only 2.4 million market cap. Same theme, right? It's like the narrative for the elections, but it's Hunter Biden, right? Which is Biden's son. And there's only 4,000 holders, and it's only 2.4 million market cap. So this one's pretty more speculative, to 266,000 liquidity. But, if this thing does a freaking 400x or maybe even 100x, turn my one soul into 100 soul, it's worth it. You know what I mean? One soul's not a lot to risk. But then again, I'll keep on monitoring this and check their socials and then see what they're doing. But there's two big influences behind this, and that's why I'm kind of like, I'm bullish on it, because they're going to push it. So YouTubers, one's a Twitter guy, one's a YouTuber. Okay, so do some more research into Hunter Biden. Maybe you might like it. I'm not saying buy it, but that's more speculative, that one. I sold Nico, Dogwood Hat. Maybe that's going to keep on running. Wen's going to, I sold all my Wen and sold my Dogwood Hat. So but they're still going to run. Oh, Gummy, I'm still holding. My biggest bag is Gummy. I'm still holding that, and it's down at the moment. But I'm waiting for the staking to come, and they're still waiting. I have to check the socials, okay, with Gummy. But yeah, Gummies. I'm just waiting for that to happen, and that's more of a long-term thing as well. So we're basically just waiting for Gummies staking to actually be in effect. Yeah, basically people are getting a bit anxious with the thing. Hang on, now they've got a Gummy merch. Okay, so the Baked website is already there. So they got a Gummy. They got a free sticker pack with hoodie purchase. Oh, hang on, sorry, you can't see the tab. Sorry, my bad. Elite merch for elite degens. You can get a hoodie pack, Gummy eye drops, Gummy stickers. So the merch, I mean, pretty basic merch. It's just a little. They should have put that on there instead. That little stupid little thing here. I don't know. Just looks really. They should have put that on the shirt instead of this bloody stupid little red thing. Doesn't look like a gummy. That looks way cooler. Yeah. So, yeah, just gotta wait for Gummies. They're waiting for the staking. Okay. Okay. Hang on. Here. For your information, staking platform is ready. I'm patiently waiting to press that live button, but it seems the smart contract auditors are the potent stain and taking longer than expected. We are launching this week and hopefully we're by Wednesday. Yeah, that's what they said. That's what they said in the live stream, that the auditors are just taking too much time. Probably they should have just gone with a better auditor. these auditors can do it like within a day. So I don't know why it's taken a week. It's basically taken a week. Bad choice of auditors. So they should disclose the auditor and then tell them it's a fucking big project and you should be getting your ass in gear and get it done. Because if they release the auditor's name, no one's going to use the auditor. You know what I mean? So anyway, they probably chose a big auditor. There's tons of small auditors out there on Pink Sale that will do it really fast. And the tats, these are the tats as well. So I reckon you'd be stupid to sell this now because the staking hasn't even happened. The gummy, the baked is already in effect. It's just a waiting game to get it go live. There's 54,000 holders, and it hasn't even gone on Binance yet. So anyway, I've spoken about this multiple times in the last videos. Dave gives me a thumbs up. Cool, Dave. Thanks for watching, mate. I have a little bit of Tuka. Yeah, with Tuka, like I said, Tuka's you just got to give it time. You know, like I said this in my last live stream, several live streams before. With these meme coins, the difference between making $20 and $100 and the difference between making 6 figures or $1 million is the time that you get in. Right? You've got to look. You don't necessarily have to get this on the first day. Getting in on the second day or the third day is fine. Right? But you've got to get in there, put a sizable amount. Like I'm not talking tens and thousands. You could even come in with $500 or $1,000 or whatever your threshold is, what you're willing to lose. But you have to stay in it for months, like even a year. You think about those people that got into Pepe and stayed in. Look at the people that got into Doge and stayed in. People that got into a dog with hat and stayed in. You have to it's not a long time. It's not like you got to wait like Bitcoin. I mean, I've been buying Bitcoin since 2016. So trust me, I have a very long wick. Okay. But what you want to do is you want to get into the right one and you have to stay in. You can't just G'd out once you make your $100 to pay the rent. That's what majority of the people do. They G'd out, they take their $100, but then they're basically losing out on all that value that they're building, that the project is built, because they didn't do the research on the project. So we're leveraging what the owners are doing in Tuka by making all those videos, are constantly bringing out more videos. See, they're building value in that project, and we're leveraging off that to then multiply our money, so then you can make tens and thousands, if not hundreds of thousands with Tuka, depending on how much you got in. But you have to give it time. And the good thing with Tuka is it's got this, it's not really a political campaign, but it's got the political angle. They do a lot of the stuff they talk about is political. So that's another thing too. It's not directly like a Trump or a Biden, but once it's kind of like on the narrative of political. It's not a political party, but it's politically based, because all their videos are politically based. They give a shit. They really stick it up the SEC. All these muppets that hang out in Washington that are anti-crypto. So it's kind of like a political coin, but it's not quite a fully political party. So this is going to do this narrative is going to do well coming up towards the elections, because they're going to plug more and more election stuff, right? It only makes sense, right? It's going to pump like crazy. So you just got to give it time, guys. You just have to be patient, in my opinion. So if you don't want to wait, just put in a small amount and just forget about it. That's the best way, in my opinion. If don't just put in $100, put in $50, or put in a couple $100 and just go, you know what? I'm going to ride this out, but I'm impatient. So, like, not me, but I'm saying I'm just acting as a third person. I'm impatient. I'm just going to put it in there. I'm just going to forget about it. I'll come back in 6 months' time. Obviously, I'll check it in the meantime, but I'm not going to pull out for 6 months' time, because this is a solid project, right? But if I lose, I'm only losing one soul, or I'm only losing a couple $100. It's not the end of the world, right? So that's what you do, in my opinion. So yeah. So I hope you found some value there, guys. That's how I do it. Don't forget as well to check out our Buddy Token, and I'll launch the third campaign for Buddy Token for fair launch. And check out our Twitter and the Telegram. Become part of the community. We're very small. Again, no one really knows about us, but that's the kind of thing, right? We're like a legit project, but no one knows about us. So we're going to pretty much grow organically. So check out Buddy Tuck, and I'll put all the links below if you're interested. And every time I do a video again, I talk about crypto, and then I push Buddy, right? So eventually people are going to come around to it. Might take some time. But anyway, check it out. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And thanks for your comments, Dave. Much appreciated, because it's going to help push us through the YouTube algorithm where our interest. Holy shit, I got to get going. I didn't think it was like an hour and 54 seconds. If you minus the intro was 30 seconds, so technically we're about an hour. So yeah, I guess I was just rabbiting away, but I just wanted to give you some insights on this, because it's important to snag these meme coins and make the most of it, guys. You can make a ton of money this year with these meme coins. Take them seriously, because they are the real deal, right? People are making hundreds, if not millions, of meme coins. Just get in the right ones, good narratives, and hold. And it's a no-brainer, in my opinion, not financial wise. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.